Welcome everybody to TLCW The Pulse. You can catch us every Saturday morning right here at 11 a.m. on KBJ Channel 5 in Covington and HRL Channel 2 in Ripley. I'm your host, Bobby Murray. I'm joined here today by none other than Derrick King.
Is right, none other than Derrick King right here on The Pulse. I mean, can you feel my pulse? I mean, this is where all the hottest action happens, right?
That's right. Speaking of hot action, let's get right into it with our first match, the championship match between Flanagan and the Golden Boy, Greg Anthony.
American badass, watch me kick. You can roll with rocker, you can suck my how a portal.
Hey, they call me the best of the best for a reason, Flash. And that's not only because I'm better in this ring than everybody else, I'm smarter than everybody else too. As much as I hate looking at these ugly faces every week, I pay attention to who they are. And I know that ugly face very well. He sits on the front row every week with a Flash of Mania t-shirt on. And I'll be damned if he's going to ref this match. If you want your title match, then I get to pick the referee. Take it, or leave it. Take it or leave it. Either he's gone and I pick another referee from the crowd, or you don't get your title match. I'll walk out right now. Take it or leave it. Okay. Now it's my turn to pick a referee. Okay, listen. First of all, can anybody count to three? This guy? Can you count to three?
3, 1, 2, 3.
You said three first. That's four. No, you can't be in. Let's see. Anybody over here? Can anybody count to three over here? You can count to... Anybody over here? Can anybody count? Her? Stand up. Hey, you, stand up for a second. Hey, come on, stand up, okay? I need to make an assessment. Okay, she's a little blonde. I'm pretty sure she can't even count to two. Let's see. Anybody? Come here. Hey, come here. No, get up. TLC champ, get up, brother. Come on. Why are you cheering? You don't even know who he is. Okay, can you count to three? Let's have a little demonstration.
1, 2, 3.
You're going to call this right down the middle, right?
I don't want to ref. I'm here watching.
You don't want to ref? Well, too bad. Now you're reffing. Get in the ring. He's my ref. Get in the ring.
Our special referee for the contest. Checking to make sure all the equipment was legal. Now holding up the championship belt. That belt is on the line. Now the referee has been hand-picked by the Golden Boy. Now checking the equipment. It's all perfectly legal apparently. He's ready. He calls for the bell. Bit of a standing switch. Oh, into a knife edge chop. But Flanagan now. Oh, knife edge chop from Flanagan. And now a jab, full arm twist, and another chop. The Golden Boy poked him in the eyes. And ever the opportunist, our heavyweight champion, now goes to work on Flanagan. As they delivered that thumb. Oh, but a knife edge chop. Boot to the midsection, forearm shot. The Golden Boy in trouble. Oh, but he caught Flanagan coming in with a boot. Greco-Roman throw into the turnbuckles. He caught him and sent him head over heels into that turnbuckle, and it appears that Flanagan may have injured his left knee. Despite all the antics that the Golden Boy employs. Oh, and just sent back first into the turnbuckle, doing more damage to the small of the back, and a straight right hand just for good measure. Another forearm shot. European uppercut. And a drop kick sends the challenger to the mat. We have a pin attempt. Only a 2. Now the Golden Boy goes back to work. Sits down in the small of Flanagan's back. Rears back on that rear chin lock. As I began to say a moment ago, despite what you may think of his antics and his tactics and his stretching of the rules, the Golden Boy inside the squared circle is a ring tactician. And what you're seeing is evidence of just that. He is focused on the back of Flanagan, and he's trying to weaken that portion of the body to the point that Flanagan won't be able to continue and won't be able to fight back. Once again, he drops down his full body weight on the small of the back of Flanagan. Clearly the ever-confident champion. The Golden Boy takes a moment to savor his advantage as he looks for the applause from the crowd, which, for obvious reasons, is not forthcoming. As the Golden Boy has repeatedly insulted everyone here in the TLCW arena by proclaiming he's the best of the best. Oh, but that time, Flanagan was too fast for him. He went to drop down across the back. Flanagan was able to roll over and deliver the knees to the nether region. And now our heavyweight champion is in trouble. But Flanagan, the pain evident in his back. Oh, but that Irish whip. Once again, the focus on the back of Flanagan. The Golden Boy was able to turn the tables and sent Flanagan back first into that turnbuckle. And now the TLCW heavyweight champion goes to work, stomping away on the back. Now he ascends to the second ring rope. Drops off, stomps across the pin attempt. Only a 2. You do have to give credit to this referee. He's been in position for each count, and so far he has done just as he was instructed. He was asked to call it right down the middle, and so far he's done an admirable job for someone. And there you see the Golden Boy making full use of the rules and the limits of the rules before he gets disqualified. Sends Flanagan in. Forearm shot into the small of the back. And Flanagan winces in pain as the punishment on his back has been consistent for several minutes now. The Golden Boy has Flanagan almost at his mercy, sends him into the rope. Oh, but Flanagan is able to spin around with a discus clothesline. And now the champion is able to regain their feet. Oh, but Flanagan, curl the right hand, deliver the right hand. He has things going his way as the champion is in trouble. He went for the inverted atomic drop, but the back was just hurt too badly. Now Flanagan hooks on the side headlock. Oh, but they just took out the referee. Flanagan was going for a side headlock, but our champion just shoved him off and took out our referee in the process. Now the Golden Boy. The Golden Boy. Ew! Reverse STO from Flanagan. Now he's saying we got a referee in. 1, 2, 3. The winner of the contest, Flanagan! Now that was a chain that the Golden Boy tried to use on Flanagan. No, you got, no! The referee saw the chain laying in the ring. He has reversed the decision. He has officially reversed.
Flash! Tough break, brother. You know, cheaters never win, and winners never cheat.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Golden Boy is still the TLCW Heavyweight Champion. And what do you think about that, Derek?
Well, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of controversy surrounding the end of that match. But I'm going to tell you, the Golden Boy did say, winners never cheat and cheaters never win. And nevertheless, you're right, he still is the TLCW Champion.
Well, I wonder what Flash will have to say about that.
Flash Flanagan. If I know Flash Flanagan, he's going to have something to say, and he's going to have something to say tonight, because tonight at 207 Wall Street, Flash is going to get his chance to say all he's got to say to the Golden Boy, because they're going to have a match tonight. But before all those festivities take place, this is like shameless plug, but I'm going to tell you, we're going to be down at 197 Washington Street, where it's going to be at the Family Furniture. It's going to be a couple of myself. It's going to be out there. I think Stan Lee's coming. I think we're going to bring a host of guys out there to hang out there, and from there, we're going to go right back to the matches and have the biggest night of wrestling ever.
Yeah, speaking of good wrestling, right after these messages, we'll have your Extreme Champion, Rockin Randy.
Big night of action tonight in Ripley, Tennessee. It will be Eric Foxy Hayes when he takes on Alec Fuentes. Chris Lex will be in the matchup with Tommy Redneck. The Extreme Champion, Rockin Randy against Reggie B. Fine. A 6-man tag match. Hot Topic and Tattoo against the Perfect Showcase of Dustin Starr and Genocide. And then a TLCW heavyweight title match. Flash Flanagan against the champion, the Golden Boy, Greg Anthony. Tonight, 207 Washington Street. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time 8. Kids 6 and under are free. Big night of action tonight in Ripley, Tennessee. It will be Eric Foxy Hayes when he takes on Alec Fuentes. Chris Lex will be in the matchup with Tommy Redneck. The Extreme Champion, Rockin Randy against Reggie B. Fine. A 6-man tag match. Hot Topic and Tattoo against the Perfect Showcase of Dustin Starr and Genocide. And then a TLCW heavyweight title match. Flash Flanagan against the champion, the Golden Boy, Greg Anthony. Tonight, 207 Washington Street. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time 8. Kids 6 and under are free.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, currently in the ring is the reigning hardcore and cruiserweight champion, Rockin Randy, who told me on his way to the ring that he is going to issue an open challenge to anyone in the back who wants to come out and challenge him. He's issuing an open challenge to anyone. He's satisfied. He's feeling very confident. He's on a tremendous roll here at TLCW. He's putting forth an open challenge to any of the guys in the back who want to come out and take on our reigning TLCW hardcore champion and our cruiserweight champion, Rockin Randy. It appears we have a taker. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way into the ring to accept this open challenge, this is Sean. Now, Randy, he does not appear in any way, shape, form, or fashion intimidated by this young man, Sean, a very confident champion, as he kisses those championship belts and places them in the corner. For safekeeping, we see all the hardware safely out of the way. The referee, well, apparently Randy's not satisfied. He wants them placed just right. The referee wants to check the equipment, his wrestling ring gear. Satisfied that's all perfectly legal. He rings the opening bell. Now Randy is requesting that the referee check Sean. The referee says he's satisfied that the equipment is legal and wants to get the matchup underway. This young man, Sean, clearly eager to get the contest going. Oh, but Randy caught him coming in. He took advantage of the young man, buried a boot, and now a straight right hand. That boot to the midsection, then the roundhouse right. Irish whip to the far side, springs back. High hip toss. And a deep arm drag. Now the arm bar applied, and Sean has gained the advantage on our reigning hardcore and cruiserweight champion. Now Sean sends it for the ride. There's a leg lariat. And our champion may come to regret. Vertical suplex. He may come to regret this open challenge he issued. Only a 2, referee clearly indicates. But Randy came out and said he was going to issue an open challenge to anyone in the back who wanted to take him up and come to the ring to take on our reigning hardcore and cruiserweight champion. This young man, Sean, was more than willing to do so. But right now, Randy is clearly in charge as he backs him into the corner and a boot across the throat. The referee in position trying to break that hold. Randy obeys the referee's instructions for once. Now he sends him across the top ring rope, trying to choke him across there. The referee doing everything he can to get Randy to release the hold. That time Randy measured the man with a neck breaker. But still only able to get the 2. Oh, once again Randy delivers a kick to the side of the head. But it was only a glancing blow and Sean's able to fire back. Oh, but that knee found the mark. Now Sean's face down in the center of the ring. Randy springs off the far side. Once again, another kick to the side of the head. Once again, only a 2. The referee was quickly in position. But we see these are clearly the tactics of Randy, the game plan of Randy, if you will. He has repeatedly gone with kicks to the side of the head, much as he did in his first matchup here tonight at TLCW. He is focused in, trying to do damage to the head. And there you see more of it as he sends Sean head first to the top turnbuckle. Forearm shot. All these things. Oh, but he ducked a couple. Oh, that super kick caught him on his way back across. That may well spell the end if Randy can get the pin. 1, 2, 3. The winner of the contest, Rockin Randy. And there you see the proud dual champion here in TLCW. Rockin Randy makes his way out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the winner of the contest, Rockin Randy.
Well, there you have it, your Extreme Champion still continuing in his winning ways.
That is exactly right, but he's got 2 belts. Would that make Rockin Randy the best of the best?
Well, he just might be. And up next, I know it's something you don't really want to see on the show, but we have to show it. It's the Five Starr Showcase.
With Dustin Starr?
Yeah, with Dustin Starr.
You know what? I understand the jealousy. Because I know people that live in Ripley, Tennessee can't afford the five-star lifestyle that I can. Like this retarded little girl that keeps yelling at me right here. Oh, wait. It was your fault she's retarded, right? Yeah, somebody hold her back before I have to slap that mullet off her head. Speaking of mullets, look at the monkey we have in the front row right here. Is there a hairstylist in the place, please? Speaking of hairstylists, look at this guy right here. Look at this guy right here. Last time I saw something as ugly as you, I flushed it. Hey, fat boy, what are you laughing at? Sit down before I come out there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hottest show on the planet. Welcome to the Five Starr Showcase, where just 1 week ago, right here in this very ring, at the snap of my fingers, I eliminated Chris O'Neal from this company once and for all. When you have money in your pockets like Five Starr does, not only can you wear the diamonds on your back, the diamonds on your shades, the diamonds on your wrist, but you can afford the best lawyers that money can buy. And Sammy Shapiro helped me out last week, where you people will never, ever, ever see Chris O'Neal in this building ever again. from the Filthy Freaks, I present to you Matt Foley. You look good, brother. I love the diamonds.
Dustin, let me be the first to officially congratulate you on behalf of the Filthy Freaks for getting rid of that idiot Chris O'Neal.
Hey. First of all, welcome to the Five Star Showcase. Welcome to the Five Star Showcase. And second, I appreciate it. I did it not only for guys like you, but everybody was sick of seeing his face in this building.
He's an idiot.
He is an idiot, just like all these people are.
Especially that guy right there. He reminds me of that guy right there.
Hey, I couldn't help to notice.
Hey, and on behalf, because of these haters out here, I'm not going to let them interfere with our little celebration. So on behalf of you getting rid of Chris O'Neal, I want to congratulate you and have a little festive time here in the middle of the ring with Dustin Starr. So I brought us a little bubbly just to celebrate the occasion, baby.
Oh, yeah! So we're going to make a toast. That's my favorite, you know it is. Yeah, that's good. Whoa. You trying to get me tipsy, aren't you? All right. Well, let's make a toast. This is to getting rid of Chris O'Neal forever. Fault. Now calm down. What is this? This is not an open floor. You make it quick before we get angry. Why are you out here, Tattoo?
What it is, beef jerky! Smooth turkey! Well, you know something, Five Star? You two Five Star suck faces. Well, you know something, I'm really good friends with Chris O'Neal. Yes, Tattoo is really good friends with Chris O'Neal. And all these 200 screaming Tattaholics are good friends with Chris O'Neal. So before you get all tipsy on your little Walmart bubbly over there, how about Five Star and Tattoo get it on right here today on TLCW Pulse.
Well, Tattoo challenged Dustin Starr, and he just might have his hands full. But let's take a look from highlights from this match right.
Tattoo said in the Five Star Showcase, he said that Christopher O'Neal was a good friend of his. And they came out here seeking a little bit of revenge in the name of Christopher O'Neal, as Dustin Starr and the Playboy Matt Foley were in the ring celebrating their victory by removing... by Tattoo, he decided to head outside the ropes for a strategy session with the Playboy. But now he and Tattoo meet in the center of the ring. Oh, but Dustin caught him with a boot to the midsection and a forearm. Backs Tattoo into the far corner now. And a big roundhouse right. The referee gonna caution Dustin by use of the closed fist. But I'm not sure that Five Star's gonna pay the man any attention. He scoops Tattoo up, but he escapes. And a drop salt. And another drop salt by Tattoo, who very nearly landed on his feet after delivering that drop kick, which for lack of a better term I'm referring to as a drop salt. Oh, spinning back kick. Dismissive of the referee. We know he's a... Oh, crossbody. Crossbody blocked by Tattoo. Two. Sends him in. Tattoo escapes the backdrop and delivers a drop kick right on the button, and Five Star's in trouble. He's down across the second rope. He went for the 901, but Dustin Starr was able to avoid it. He failed to isolate one of the legs of Five Star. This time Tattoo leaps up. Oh, Five Star was ready. It just sent him over the top turnbuckle in a version of a gutbuster. Now Tattoo caught in the back of the head by the Playboy Matt Foley. Falls in a heap to the arena floor. Oh, now the Playboy. A knee right between the shoulder blades of Tattoo. Now unceremoniously dumps Tattoo back into the ring to the waiting arms of Five Star. Pin attempt. Only a two. The knee right between the shoulder blades of Tattoo. And rears back with all his might on this rear chin lock. The referee in position to see if Tattoo wants to give up. So far, Tattoo has refused. So far, Tattoo steadily refuses to give up. This rear chin lock is cinched in deep, pulling back, trying to contort that neck in ways it was never meant to bend. The Tattoo's very near the ropes now. He's near that bottom rope if he can stretch out and reach and call for the break. Oh, but the Playboy, as Tattoo went for the bottom rope. Now finally he's got the rope. The referee calls for the break. The Playboy trying to pull that bottom rope away from the grasp of Tattoo. Tattoo was finally able to reach. Oh, there's a kick. Just leveled Tattoo, sent him out to the concrete floor. The Playboy, with the referee's back turned, the Playboy goes to work. Wailing away with right hands once again on Tattoo. And then rolls him into the ring. 1, 2. Oh, but Tattoo able to escape. Have left Tattoo on the ring apron as Five Star now circles in. Oh, Tattoo caught him with a shoulder block. He's not ready to quit yet. Springboard. Seated senton. 1, 2. Very near pinfall on the part of Tattoo. Once again, only a 2. As Dustin, you could see it coming, those legs. He was able to get the momentum to break the count. That time, Tattoo ducked under. Springs back. Oh, side slam, but instead Tattoo caught him. Head scissor takedown. Five Starr is in trouble. Pin attempt. Only a 2. Five Starr able to escape. But that's the kind of tactics you see from Tattoo. The man is quite literally quick as a hiccup. We saw that springboard into the seated senton, then the head scissor takedown. Each time leaving Five Starr in trouble, who is now draped across the second ring rope. And now Tattoo sees his chance. He wants to deliver the 901. And he's done! He caught him with a 901. This is a maneuver that has set up a lot of victories for Tattoo in the past. The referee checking with Dustin Starr to see if he's injured, to see if he can continue. Dustin is complaining about an injury. And the Playboy, just caught Tattoo and crushed him over the top ring rope. The referee had a test, and that allowed Playboy Matt Foley to get in that cheap shot. Now Five Starr, supremely confident. Caught him. That's a move he calls Starstruck. 3. That's the 3. The winner of the contest, Five Starr. Unfortunately, Tattoo having to be assisted to the back. That's been fell across the top ring rope. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the contest, Five Starr.
So there it is, Dustin Starr with a cheap win over Tattoo.
A cheap win, like Dustin Starr never won a match by himself anyway. He had Matt Foley, sometimes he had Genocide, but I guarantee you, if Tattoo had a wrestling 101, Tattoo would have beaten Dustin Starr. Dustin Starr's going to get what's coming to him real soon.
Well, only time will tell. Right now, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with more action.
Big night of action tonight in Ripley, Tennessee. It will be Eric Foxy Hayes when he takes on Alec Fuentes. Chris Lex will be in the matchup with Tommy Redneck, the Extreme Champion. Rockin Randy against Reggie B. Fine. A 6-man tag match. Hot Topic and Tattoo against the Perfect Showcase of Dustin Starr and Genocide. And then a TLCW heavyweight title match. Flash Flanagan against the champion, the Golden Boy, Greg Anthony. Tonight, 207 Washington Street. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time 8. Kids 6 and under are free. Big night of action tonight in Ripley, Tennessee. It will be Eric Foxy Hayes when he takes on Alec Fuentes. Chris Lex will be in the matchup with Tommy Redneck, the Extreme Champion. Rockin Randy against Reggie B. Fine. A 6-man tag match. Hot Topic and Tattoo against the Perfect Showcase of Dustin Starr and Genocide. And then a TLCW heavyweight title match. Flash Flanagan against the champion, the Golden Boy, Greg Anthony. Tonight, 207 Washington Street. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time 8. Kids 6 and under are free.
All right, ladies, we're about to get away with the opening contest of the night. Let me introduce first in the red trunks. This is Alec Fonte. And tonight his opponent is Shannon Lee. All right, as soon as the referee for the contest is ready, he'll give me the signal, and we'll get this matchup underway. There we have that. The two men circle in the center of the ring. Collar and elbow tie up. Quickly, Shannon Lee with advantage. Hooks on a standing side headlock. Fonte going to send him for the ride. High hip toss from Fonte. Nice deep arm drag. Perfectly delivered drop kick. And just like that, Shannon Lee finds himself on the arena floor, trying to break the momentum that Fonte had going in the opening seconds of this contest. Lee tried to establish control, but Fonte was able to pick up the pace and get things going to his advantage. Now Lee back in the ring. As the crowd shows their support for Fonte, they hook up. Once again, collar and elbow, but Lee went to the man's eyes. Just raked Fonte in the eyes. Now goes to work with right hands in the corner. Series on shoulder blocks. Now wants to bring Fonte out. Irish whip. Follows him in. Oh, caught him with a high knee in the corner. Now Shannon Lee. Nice snap suplex. Quickly a pin attempt. Only able to gain a 2. Now Lee wants to send Fonte into the ropes again. This time reversed by Fonte. And a clothesline scores. Took Lee down. Now quickly Fonte follows up with a straight right hand. That one appeared to stagger Lee, who falls back into the far corner. Irish whip to the far side. Oh, leg lariat! And he spills all the way over the top rope while delivering it. Shannon Lee clearly in a world of trouble, but I believe Fonte may have damaged himself in the process. Now a pin. Only a 2. You do have to give credit to this young man, Shannon Lee, for being able to kick out. That was a tremendous leg lariat in the corner. Fonte goes back to work. That time he caught him in the center of the ring with a leg lariat. Once again, Lee almost instinctively rolled over to try to avoid the pin. Fonte went for it, but still only able to get to 2. This time Fonte hooks Lee. Vertical suplex. That one planted Lee in the center of the ring. Now Fonte hooks on a rip. I beg your pardon, that's a camel clutch. He has those arms pinned behind him. I thought he was going to go for the rear chin lock, but instead he's hooked those arms behind his knees, trying to put all the leverage he can across the back. Wrench back on that neck. Then a cross-face forearm shot. Another pin attempt. Still unable to gain the 2. Shannon Lee still refuses to give up, despite Fonte being in control for the last several moments. Reversal Irish whip. Leaps up and cut him with a drop kick as it came underneath. Very athletic maneuver executed by Fonte, as he came down and buried both his feet in the small of the back of Shannon Lee. Now Fonte looks like he's trying to hook Lee. He's going for the surfboard. An inverted surfboard there. This is a submission maneuver. The referee's in position to see if Shannon Lee wants to give up. So far, Lee's refused to submit. Fonte satisfied he had done enough damage with that surfboard. Continues his focus on the back as he drops the knee. Hit attempt. Still only able to gain the 2. Now Fonte. There's a reversal by Lee. Oh, and that time he caught Fonte with a clothesline. You can see Fonte double up and grab the back of his head as he felt the effects when his head hit the mat, I beg your pardon. And that has turned the advantage over to Lee. He brings Fonte up, European uppercut. Now his turn to take a pin attempt. He hooked the leg, but still only able to gain the 2. Lee trying to follow up his advantage. Circles in. Wants to send Fonte for the ride. But Fonte reversed it. Crossbody block. 2. Fonte narrowly escaped. Very near pinfall situation after that crossbody. Lee once again sends it for the ride. That time he ducked a clothesline. He ducked another one. Went for the back back. Sunset flip. 2. Lee that time escaped as the hand was on its way down for the 3 count. And now he follows up. Oh, but Fonte buries a right to the midsection. There's one right on the chin. Sends Lee for the ride. Drop kick once again finds his mark. Lee finds himself face down in the center of the ring. Fonte decides not to go for the pin. He takes Lee up. He set him out. Oh, and I'm not sure about the name of that maneuver, but he set him out. I thought he was going for an inverted DDT. Instead, it worked into it. Reverse swinging neck breaker, I suppose. I'll have to get with this young man and find out what he calls that maneuver. It's very impressive. It may well have spelled the end of the match. Oh, but that time Fonte went for the high cross body. Lee was one step ahead of him and got out of the way. Now Lee has him measured. He takes Fonte up. Oh, a cradle pounder. 2, 3. The winner of the contest, Shannon Lee.
Derrick, I want to thank you for coming and being on the show with me tonight.
Wait a minute, the hour's up already. I want to thank you for having me on the show, but don't forget today from 2 until 4 o'clock, we're going to be at Family Furniture. Myself, Stan Lee, Flash Flanagan's going to be there, Extreme Champion's going to be there, Dale Tucker's going to be there. We're going to be giving away tickets, autographed pictures. We're going to be giving all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun this afternoon at Family Furniture. That's 197 Washington Street. So you need to come check that out today.
Well, you don't need to have too much fun down there because later on tonight, you're going to be in a 6-man tag match with the Perfect Showcase. But right now, I want to take a look at some highlights leading up to your match tonight. And after this match, I might want to get some comments from you, but pay close attention to the ending.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Oh no, the fight's out. I'm about to punch you, lights out. Get the back, guard the grill. It's up wrong, we can't stay still. I've been trying.
Everybody we've stepped in the ring with has been left lying on their backs. Shut up when I'm talking. Shut up when I'm talking. You notice C4P is nowhere to be found, and that's thanks to the bad boys. We do what we want, when we want, and there's not a damn thing anybody can do about it. We come in, we start problems before the bell rings.
Hey, since you guys were looking for competition, we found you some competition, okay? So, no better time than now to have this tag team match.
Their game plan for this contest. Takes a moment to dance a little bit. That would be a big mistake against the team of Hot Topic to do too much of that. Shoulder block from Stan Lee. Makes Serpent pay. Now Stan Lee avoids the backdrop. Hurricane Rana. There's a Hurricane Rana for C-Money making his way into the ring for the first time. And Hot Topic stands in control inside the square circle. Lee. Suicide dive over the top. Through caution to the wind. Oh, here comes Derrick. Suicide plancha. Serpent asking for a timeout, but it was all just a distraction. He drew Stan Lee in, caught him with that cheap shot. Now tags in his partner. C Money makes his way in. Nice double team maneuver. The boost to the midsection followed up by the double bulldog. Bad boys to go to work on Stan Lee. Irish whip breaks him out of the corner. Now there's a reverse Irish whip on his partner. Splash in the corner, sets him up. Serpent up. Splashes down on the Stan Lee. Snapmare takedown. Very near a pinfall. Once again, only a 2. We've seen Stan Lee kept just at arm's length, just out of the reach of Derrick King, who was stretching out with all his worth to make that tag. But Serpent was able to cut him off and then go to work on the leg of Stan Lee. We've seen this team of East Coast Bad Boys make an impressive debut here at the TLCW Arena. Clearly well-schooled in tag team tactics. We've seen a lot of tags in and out between the partners, and they've done their best to get Stan Lee in their half of the ring, safely away from the waiting arms and the waiting tag of his partner, Derrick King. Now the referee trying to get C Money back in the corner. Oh, over the top rope and down with a drop kick. 2. Once again, Stan escapes at 2. 1, 2. And Stan escapes at 2. It's across. Double clothesline. Both men are down. Stan Lee, this is his opportunity. He's got to find it within himself to somehow, some way, crawl over and make that tag on Derrick King. This is the opportunity he's waited for. For several minutes, both members of the East Coast Bad Boys have done their best to beat Stan Lee down and keep him far away from the corner of Derrick King. But Stan Lee has lost his sense of direction. He's headed the wrong way. He needs to get going the other direction to the waiting arms of Derrick King. And that tag, Bad Boys tag, Bad Boys tag. Derrick King is in. Derrick King is in. Right for C Money, right for Serpent. Derrick King goes to work. Both members of the Bad Boys are down. Derrick King, the proverbial house of fire. Derrick, he takes him up for a belly-to-back suplex, along with a diamond dust, or the blockbuster, maybe it. 2, 3. The winners of the contest, Stan Lee, Derrick King, Hot Topic! Oh, Hot Topic, with their backs turned, the members of the Perfect Showcase hit the ring. Along with the, as members, that's Max Corbett and the Albino Rhino, the tag team of Genocide, along with Five Starr. The match was over. Pile driver to the chair. Derrick King was just given a pile driver on a steel chair. Tattoo's hit the ring. Leap forward. Double. He leaps over. Oh, but Tattoo came in to try to assist. But now the team of Genocide take him up. H-bomb. They bounced him in. I think they bounced him off the ceiling. And now the owner, Tim Cummings, coming out, trying to get Five Starr off of Derrick King. He has a hold of him by the hair, pulling Five Starr off of Derrick King. What's going on in the center of the ring? Dustin Starr just hit the owner of TLCW. I cannot believe the temerity of Five Starr. Oh, Five Starr.
You want to know about a 5-star showcase? We got got your five-star showcase. Tattoo, Derrick King. You're supposed to be the boss? Not anymore. What we want, when we want. Nobody can stop us. Chris O'Neal, this is all your fault because you think all these people out here are your friends. You think all these bodies laying in the ring are your friends. With friends like you, who needs enemies? The Five Starr Showcase has officially taken over.
Well, Derrick, any comments?
Yeah, I got some comments. I got some comments for Five Starr Showcase. Let me tell you something, Dustin Starr. Let me tell you something, Genocide and Matt Foley. You guys think y'all can come out here and jump guys and do what you want to do. But I don't think so, because tonight, it's a six-man tag team match. It's going to be the Five Starr Showcase against Hot Topic and Tattoo. And I guarantee you this, Dustin Starr, and I guarantee you this, Genocide. We've got something up our sleeves for you. And tonight, the showcase comes to a close.
Folks, you don't want to miss it.
Big night of action tonight in Ripley, Tennessee. It will be Eric Foxy Hayes when he takes on Alec Fuentes. Chris Lex will be in the matchup with Tommy Redneck, the Extreme Champion. Rockin Randy against Reggie B. Fine. A six-man tag match. Hot Topic and Tattoo against the Perfect Showcase of Dustin Starr and Genocide. And then a TLCW heavyweight title match. Flash Flanagan against the champion, the Golden Boy, Greg Anthony. Tonight, 207 Washington Street. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time 8. Kids 6 and under are free.